Hey everyone, and welcome to the MinDak Gold and Silver Market Report, brought to you in about 5 minutes or less because we know you're busy. We don't want to waste your time. Today is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022, and that's our very first MinDak Gold and Silver Report brought to you from our luxurious Fargo, North Dakota studios. Good to be back up north. Now, let's get right to today's gold and silver prices. Gold is at $18.53 an ounce. It's up $11 on the day. Silver's at $22.29, and that's up 15 cents. Last video, about a month ago, gold was at $18.89 an ounce. Silver was at $22.54. So both are down a little bit, but they're kind of flat, and there's really nothing going on to write home about when it comes to gold and silver prices right now. What's going on in the news? Well, maybe it's what's not going on in the news as far as gold and silver go. Things are pretty quiet right now in the gold and silver world, and it's funny how we become numb to certain news cycles because the war in Ukraine is still certainly going on. And in a terribly upsetting story that very few people seem to be talking about, the Biden administration has apparently unilaterally decided to send advanced rockets to Ukraine. The package also includes ammunition, counterfire radars, a number of air surveillance radars, additional Javelin anti-tank missiles, as well as anti-armor weapons. Now, it's obvious to me that this has become a full-blown proxy war. And frankly, it scares me, and I hope it scares you too. Why? Because it's obvious with our country providing these weapons to Ukraine that we are just marching one step closer towards a possible nuclear strike or nuclear war. And that should scare the heck out of all of us. In other news, it looks like we're going to be getting another half-point rate increase from our buddies at the Fed next week. Plus, there is a lot of talk that they will continue with more rate increases in July and beyond, which is great. I mean, they should be raising rates as much and much higher as they can to get in front of inflation. But they are also already starting to water down that message. Gee, I wonder why. So what do you think will happen if they raise rates by a half a point next week? I know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. But do they know what's going to happen? Who knows? What's going on in the shop? Well, things are pretty quiet at the moment. Business is still brisk, and we appreciate that. Thank you for that. But it's not quite as crazy as it was back in February or March. Things have kind of quieted down a little bit. The prices are a little flat. Premiums have come down. And we have lots of inventory in stock and readily available, which wasn't the case. If you've been watching our videos, you know that we've had some inventory problems in the recent past trying to keep up with all the demand. And so that demand has kind of quieted down a little bit. And it's a great time to enter the market. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Jack, I want to wait until I get the perfect price and the price drops and then I can swoop in and buy more. Well, remember, folks, you can't snipe the market. But what you can do is walk into our stores right now and walk out with gold and silver in your hands, which won't be the case once we see another event to create another spike in demand in gold and silver, drive those prices and premiums right back up, and bring those inventory levels down. And that's when it's going to be really hard to get your hands on gold and silver. So the bottom line is be prepared. Get your gold and silver while you can, because when that crazy price swing happens, you want the gold and silver in your safe. You don't want to have to go out and try and acquire it after the fact because it's going to be really hard to get. If you're interested in buying or selling gold or silver, rare coins, anything like that, we would love to see you in one of our two stores. Original store in Fargo, North Dakota, and our new store. Well, it's not so new anymore. I guess I better stop calling it new. We've been down in Fountain Hills, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix for almost a year now. Real proud about having two locations to serve you. We also have our phone numbers on the screen down below. Feel free to give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. We also have our website on the screen down below. Check us out online. Until next time, I'm MinDak Jack. And remember, if you can't hold it, you don't own it.